Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and the beautiful spoilers. Dramatic plot twist. Ridge, Steffy and Eric join forces against Carter and Hope. December 19 preview. For the Thursday, December 19 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers photos show Brooke continuing to rip into her daughter and Carter while the Forresters try to figure out their next move. Tensions continue to rise at the Forrester Creations office with Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, trying to make sense of this whole coup scandal. She doesn't like this one bit and she's lost the love of her life because of their corporate games. Despite her anger, Carter, Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope, Annika Noel, stand in their resolve. As far as she's concerned, they did what they did because it was their only option. Meanwhile, Steffy, Jacqueline McKins Wood, and Ridge, Thorsten Kay, accompany Eric, John McCook, to the Forrester estate where they continue to game plan their next move. They have an uphill battle on their hands, and they'll need to use all their resources to fight this hostile takeover. Is it even possible? Can they steal back their company from Carter? The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful continues to intensify, and on December 19, fans are in for a jaw-dropping episode filled with betrayal, scheming, and high-stakes maneuvering. The stage is set for Ridge, Steffy, and Eric to come together in a calculated effort that could have explosive consequences for both Carter Walton and Hope Logan. What's in store for these key characters? And what are Ridge, Steffy, and Eric up to as they plot against Carter and Hope? This spoiler preview dives into the intrigue, uncovering the motivations and machinations behind this covert alliance. Ridge's calculated move, protecting the family legacy. For years, Ridge Forrester has been at the helm of Forrester Creations, steering the company through both triumphs and turmoil. As the eldest Forrester son, Ridge takes the family legacy seriously, and any threat to that legacy doesn't go unnoticed. He has often had to balance his personal desires with his responsibilities as a leader, and the events of December 19 present Ridge with another moment of reckoning. Ridge has always placed a high value on the integrity of Forrester Creations, which is why he's deeply concerned about the increasing chaos surrounding Carter Walton and Hope Logan. While Carter has long been a trusted employee and a valuable member of the Forrester family, recent events have cast a shadow over his loyalty, especially after his involvement in the complex dynamics between Hope and Thomas. Ridge sees Carter as a potential liability, and with Hope's increasingly influential role within the company, he fears that her decisions could bring about a new set of complications. Ridge knows that in order to preserve the future of Forrester Creations, he must act swiftly and decisively. What seems like a friendly gathering between family members on December 19 is actually a strategic meeting. Ridge's desire to protect the family legacy and ensure that his own children, including Steffy and Thomas, continue to hold the reins that Forrester drives his every move. The plot begins to take shape as Ridge discusses with Steffy and Eric how they can ensure Hope and Carter are removed from the picture. Ridge's reasoning is simple. He can't afford for Forrester Creations to be dragged down by personal entanglements and drama, particularly from those who might weaken the family's grip on the business. Hope's emotional connection to Thomas and Carter's perceived wavering loyalty to the family could create instability at a time when the company needs to remain united. Ridge's approach to the situation might seem underhanded, but it's one he believes is necessary to secure the family's future. Steffy's cold calculations. A loyal Forrester through and through, Steffy Forrester has long been the more ruthless and calculated member of the Forrester family. While her father Ridge is often driven by emotion, Steffy is a businesswoman at heart, driven by logic, strategy, and an unwavering desire to ensure her family's dominance within the fashion world. For Steffy, it's all about the bigger picture. And when it comes to protecting the Forrester name and legacy, she's not afraid to take extreme measures. Steffy is deeply suspicious of Hope Logan's growing influence within Forrester Creations. While Hope may have been a beloved figure in the family for years, Steffy sees her as an unpredictable wildcard, someone who might sacrifice family loyalty for personal desires. Hope's involvement with Thomas, despite Ridge's objections, has already caused significant friction within the family. But it's not just Hope's relationships that have Steffy concerned. The more Steffy observes Carter's actions, the more she sees him as a potential threat to the company's stability. In Steffy's mind, Carter's increasingly personal entanglements with Hope and his wavering stance on key company matters make him too unreliable to be trusted. As a result, she's fully on board with Ridge's plan to ensure that both Hope and Carter are sidelined, if not completely removed, from any significant influence at Forrester Creations. While Steffy may have once had a softer side, her role as co-CEO with her brother Thomas has hardened her. She's now completely focused on preserving the family's legacy at all costs. On December 19, Steffy's involvement in this plot becomes clear as she makes her moves behind the scenes, pulling the strings alongside her father and brother. Steffy doesn't hesitate to take charge, and her cold and calculating approach ensures that she's willing to do whatever it takes to remove Carter and Hope from their positions of power. Eric's role. The patriarch's calculations. Eric Forrester, the patriarch of the Forrester family, has always been a figure of wisdom and authority. While his influence within the company has been reduced over the years, Eric remains a revered figure, both for his role as a founder of Forrester Creations and as a father to his children. His legacy, which is entwined with the success of the company, is something he holds dear. But Eric also has a softer side, a side that wants to protect his family and ensure their well-being. However, when it comes to Forrester Creations, Eric is a businessman at heart, and he knows that personal entanglements have no place in the boardroom. Eric's motivations in the December 19 episode are rooted in his desire to ensure that Forrester Creations remains on top. He has already seen the damage caused by past emotional entanglements, particularly those involving Brooke, Ridge, and various members of the Forrester family. Eric understands that Carter and Hope, despite their contributions to the business, could be a liability. Hope's connection to Thomas, which has caused such tension in the family, and Carter's frequent vacillation between personal desires and professional responsibilities, could destabilize the company in ways that Eric simply cannot tolerate. In the meeting with Ridge and Steffy, Eric agrees that a more calculated approach is necessary. While Eric may not be as outwardly aggressive as Ridge or Steffy, his support for their plan signals his willingness to put the family business above personal concerns. Eric's involvement in the scheme is pivotal because it gives Ridge and Steffy the backing they need to move forward with their plans to undermine Carter and Hope. Despite his history of acting as the moral compass of the family, Eric recognizes the need for tough decisions when it comes to protecting what he has worked so hard to build. Eric's role in this plot might seem contradictory, given his history of being a compassionate and forgiving figure. However, his actions reflect a deep-seated concern for the future of the Forrester empire and the necessity of maintaining control over the company. His decision to back Ridge and Steffy is a signal that Eric's priorities have shifted. He's willing to put family business above his personal feelings. Hope and Carter's vulnerability. The storm ahead. The plot to undermine Hope and Carter is not just a family issue. It's also a business one. Carter Walton, a loyal attorney to the Forrester family, has long been a trusted figure in the company. However, his complicated romantic entanglements, particularly with Quinn Fuller, and now his evolving relationship with Hope, have made him a target for scrutiny. For Ridge, Steffy, and Eric, Carter's personal life poses a risk to the stability of Forrester Creations. His divided loyalties are evident, and there's something the Forrester family simply cannot afford to overlook. Hope Logan, while deeply invested in Forrester Creations, has also become a central figure in the growing tensions surrounding her relationship with Thomas. Her emotional connection to Thomas, which continues to cause friction within the Forrester family, is a critical point of contention. Despite her good intentions, Hope's decisions are being seen as a potential threat to the unity of the family, and her increasing closeness to Carter only serves to complicate the matter further. Ridge, Steffy, and Eric believe that Hope's influence could be a destabilizing force, especially when she continues to advocate for Thomas' involvement in the company despite the objections of others. As the episode unfolds, Hope and Carter find themselves at the center of a storm. Their professional and personal lives are being manipulated from behind the scenes, and the consequences of Ridge, Steffy, and Eric's plot could be far-reaching. What they may not realize is that this scheme, aimed at protecting the family and the company, could ultimately backfire. Hope's determination to stand by her beliefs and Carter's integrity as a professional could lead them to push back against the manipulation they face. The clash of loyalties. As the episode builds to its climax, The tension between the Forrester family members and Carter and Hope reaches a boiling point. Ridge, Steffy, and Eric are united in their plot, but they are also on a collision course with two people who will not go down without a fight. The clash of loyalties, family versus personal integrity, business versus emotions, sets the stage for a conflict that could change the Forrester family forever. Hope and Carter's fates hang in the balance, and as the drama unfolds, fans are left wondering, will Ridge, Steffy, and Eric succeed in their plot to remove them from the picture, or will Hope and Carter prove that they are stronger and more resilient than the Forrester family gives them credit for? Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: December 19 promises to be a game-changing episode that will leave viewers eagerly anticipating what comes next.